In a kingdom long ago, there lived a wise minister who steadfastly believed that every loss inevitably leads to a gain. His unshakable optimism won the admiration of the king, who held him in high regard and frequently sought his counsel on matters of state. With the minister's guidance, many of the kingdom's thorniest problems were skillfully resolved, earning him a special place in the royal court. One day, misfortune struck during a royal hunting expedition. The king, caught off guard, suffered a painful injury that resulted in the loss of part of his finger. Nursing both his wound and his pride, he summoned his trusted minister and asked, "Tell me, how should I view the calamity of my severed finger?" With calm conviction, the minister replied, "Your Majesty, every loss carries the seed of a gain. I believe this is not entirely a misfortune. Look on the brighter side, and you may find its hidden blessing." The king, however, bristled at these words, misinterpreting the minister's optimism as mockery. He flew into a rage and ordered the minister's immediate imprisonment, casting him into the dungeon's depths. As time wore on, the king's anger faded, and the minister slipped from his thoughts. Once his finger had healed, the king, eager to reclaim his sense of adventure, set out on another hunt. But fate had other plans. Deep in the forest, he stumbled into an ambush laid by a hostile tribe. Captured and bound, he was dragged to their village, destined to be sacrificed to their gods. Bound atop the sacrificial altar, the king faced his doom until the tribe's shaman let out a startled cry. Inspecting the offering, he noticed the king's missing finger. Fearing that an imperfect sacrifice would anger the gods, the shaman ordered the king's release. Instead, they seized the king's unfortunate attendant, who had accompanied him, and offered him in the king's stead. Disheveled and shaken, the king fled back to his palace. As relief washed over him, he realized the unexpected value of his severed finger. His thoughts turned to the minister's words, and guilt gnawed at him for his harsh judgment. Without hesitation, he hurried to the prison to make amends. The minister, ever gracious, greeted the king with forgiveness. "Your Majesty," he said warmly, "as I have always believed, every loss brings a gain." Puzzled, the king asked, "I see now the gain from my loss, but what did you gain from languishing in this cell?" With a knowing smile, the minister replied, "A great deal, indeed. Had I not been here, I would have been by your side on that hunt, and I who faced the altar in your stead." Moral of the story: do not dwell too long on what is lost, nor cling too tightly to sudden gains. Life's twists often reveal blessings in disguise.